Okay, welcome back to filmmarriott.net for updates on the London Film Festival. Raj is here.
Hey Phil, how are you?
I'm good, yeah. How are you? You've just come out of a screening that I was hoping to go to.
Yeah, it's good. It's Mindhunter, which is a new Netflix series starting on Friday, starring Looking and Glee's Jonathan Groff, about two FBI agents in the 70s trying to get behind the minds of serial killers.
And it's the director who directed Zodiac.
Yes.
And Seven.
Yes.
I'm a massive fan of his previous films. As a series though, does it work in the same way that it does with a movie?
Well, they showed us the first two episodes back to back. But I have to say I was quite captivated throughout the whole thing. Just the dialogue and sort of the normalcy of, you know, strange things that are happening in FBI people's lives is quite fascinating. So by the time the second episode finished, I was like, no, I want to see more. So it comes out.
So you are going to be watching the rest of the series?
Yes, absolutely.
Because that's the thing, isn't it? When you get the taste of something with the first two episodes or one episode, you can't really get into it because it's character development, isn't it? So you're still warming to the characters and the plot line.
Yeah.
But you already know that it's something that you're going to be seeing.
Absolutely.
Wanting to see more.
The opening scene of the first episode too, if that doesn't sort of draw you, and I can't give too much away.
Yeah, yeah.
But if it doesn't draw you into it, then yeah.
So you've seen a lot of films that I haven't seen over the weekend. We saw a couple of films a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Just before the festival started, and it's running for another, I think it's another week, isn't it, or so?
Yeah,
week and a half.
End of this week, yeah.
End of this week. But you went to see quite a few films on Sunday. You spent the whole day there.
I did, yeah. I saw My Friend Dahmer, which is the sort of teenage high school experience of Jeffrey Dahmer and what it was like for him in high school. I have to say, it was a little different than what I was expecting. Of course, you think of a movie about Jeffrey Dahmer,
yeah.
You think of blood, guts, gore, and murder.
But it's not that, though.
But it's not that at all.
Before that happened.
It's kind of this is a really bad comparison, but it's the High School Musical version of that without the musical.
Right. That kind of does seem a bit strange. You think of what happened later on.
Yeah, so you get to learn a lot about Jeffrey Dahmer's friends, his family life. They actually filmed it in the house that Dahmer grew up in, which is quite creepy.
That is kind of creepy, isn't it?
A lot of it is told from the perspective of his friends. So he had a group of friends, and they called them the Jeffrey Dahmer fan club.
Right.
That were, you know, they knew Jeffrey Dahmer as their friend from high school,
right.
Not the, you know, infamous serial killer that he grew up to be.
Yeah, yeah.
And the film sort of, well, I don't know if I want to say how it ends, but it sort of stops before any of the murders start taking place.
Okay.
It is kind of creepy, but it's a bit different than what maybe most people are expecting.
Okay, and what else did you see on Sunday?
I saw, in the morning I saw Good Times with Robert Pattinson of Twilight fame. Probably the most bonkers film I've ever seen at the film festival this year.
He's doing a lot of bonkers stuff recently, isn't he? The last couple of years, when he did that Cronenberg movie too.
Yeah.
It's kind of not what people would expect if they've seen Twilight. Mind you, that was quite bonkers as well.
To be honest, I did watched a few things about Good Time before going into it, and then coming out of the film I was like completely blown away. Like, that was not sort of what I was expecting.
Okay.
It's kind of
in a good way though.
It's kind of getting on an amusement ride, but you don't know what you're getting onto. But
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, you kind of leave the theater going, well, that was kind of a good ride.
Okay.
I don't know any other way to explain it, but you just have to accept the film is bonkers.
Quite intriguing.
And
is it bonkers
the ride.
in the same way that Mother is bonkers? Have you seen Mother yet?
I haven't seen Mother yet, but
that's quite bonkers,
yeah,
especially the last half an hour.
I am looking forward to seeing Mother. So.
Yeah, that's quite intense and surreal, very surreal. But then when you analyse it afterwards, that makes a lot of sense. But at the time, it's crazy. It's one crazy movie. So we're about to go and see Call Me by Your Name.
We are.
Which I'm looking forward to, but to be honest, I haven't had much time over the last couple of weeks to actually sit and digest all the information, so I don't know anything about this. You know a lot more than I do.
This is my probably my most anticipated movie of London Film Festival this year. It's the one I have to see no matter what.
For what reason though?
Armie Hammer.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big fan of Armie Hammer. I love his work.
Right.
So to see him sort of embrace his first gay role, I think, it's going to be quite captivating.
Excellent. Looking forward to this. So more later. Hopefully we'll get to review it afterwards if we get time. Good to see you, Raj.
Right. Thanks,
Let's
Phil.
go.